Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mir Ali. I'm the past chair of the Bolingbrook Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are here today to celebrate the brand new restaurant here in Ikea Bolingbrook. I'm here with Eric Heyman, who's the store manager here, and thank you all for joining us today. I'd like to also to introduce some of our staff and some of the board members that are here from the chamber today. We've got Kevin O'Keefe, our executive director, Melissa Infazino, where are you? Manager of Members Services and Events, and Saba Rashid, who's our office manager. Along with myself, we've got a few board members I'd like to introduce. We've got Bob Jaskowitz from 12-5 Capital, and Kathy Sievertson from Adventist Bolingbrook Hospital. Well, thank you, Ikea, for your continued commitment to the chamber. Love the place, and like to present you with your new plaque for your restaurant. And now I'll give it over to our mayor, Roger C. Clare.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to quickly introduce some other elected officials who are with us today. We have with us Maria Zarate, one of our village trustees. We have Bill Mayer, Township Supervisor, and village staff, Rosa Calhoun, our Director of Finance, Louis Rickelman, Director of Public Services, Tom Ross, Public Safety Director, and Jim Bone, our village attorney. This is at least the third time we've been here for a major event. The last time was about solar panels on the roof, and we were walking around the roof, which is something I've never done at a celebration. The roof's covered with solar panels. You can see it from the air, but we're not going up there today.
Not today.
Anyway, I'm here with Eric Heyman, who is is it director or manager?
Store manager.
Store manager. And you've been here how long?
A year and a half.
And you came from?
Utah.
So that's quite a change from Utah.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Salt Lake City, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how long have you been with Ikea?
I've been with IKEA almost 10 years.
And are you from Utah originally?
I am, yeah. That's where I was born and raised.
What do you call the Hoosiers here, and what do you call Utah people?
Utahn.
Really?
That's right, yeah. Utahn.
I've never heard of Utah. Yeah, well, it makes sense, I guess. Anyway, I want to talk about Ikea in general for a minute, if we could, before we get to the restaurant. How many stores does Ikea have around the world?
Almost 400 stores worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's in like 18 different countries and all over the world.
And most people don't know this, I don't think, and it's hard to believe, but all 400 stores carry the identical inventory.
Yes, pretty much. We have the exact same range across all the stores.
That's pretty incredible, because you would think in some countries, some of the things that are sold here, people wouldn't know what they were, but I guess they figured it out. I go through here and I don't know what some of this stuff is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only thing would be like mattresses. We have U.S. mattresses versus a European mattress size, those kind of things. But
well, I got products of Ikea of my home. I'm not a big fan of putting stuff together because, like you wipe out a Saturday, but it's amazing how they pack things and ship things and the directions. It's all very clear. But then again, with 400 stores, they got it down to a science. So how big is this store? You know offhand?
Yeah, we're about 296,000 square feet.
And how long have you been open?
We've been open just over 10 years. We had a 10-year anniversary in the fall.
Oh, good. Well, we should have something then, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, let's talk a minute about why we're here today. It's because the restaurant's been retrofitted.
Yeah, we remodeled the whole restaurant, really wanted to inspire people with the restaurant and give them a few different options for seating. We have family-style seating for the families with play areas. We have tall tables for people on the go, and then even a fika area where you can get on your Wi-Fi, check your emails, have a quick cup of coffee, and go.
Well, a little over 10 years ago, probably close to 12 now, I was at a meeting in New Orleans, and it was announced that Ikea was going to come here, and it hit the papers, and I was at a restaurant with the mayor of Schaumburg. And I showed him the article that they were coming to Bolingbrook, and his face went pale because they saw the sales taxes and the things that's over Ikea brings to a community, and of course he saw that all going away. So that store is one of the largest in the whole thing, right?
Yeah, it's 390,000 square feet.
But you don't build them that way anymore, do you?
No, it's a 3-level. It's the only store in the U.S. that's 3 levels.
So it's kind of an experiment that...
Yeah, very different floor, different layout. So yeah, very different than any of the other Ikeas. This is actually the normal Ikea.
Well, of the 2 stores, who has the biggest restaurant?
The biggest what?
Restaurant.
We do. Yeah. Largest Scandinavian restaurant in Chicagoland.
Well, I need to send that little note to my mayor friend up in Schaumburg.
It's a good idea.
Tell us about the menu.
We've got a really great new menu, really going after the healthier food, looking at organic items. We have a vegan veggie ball that's fantastic, but really trying to make sure that our customers, when they're in here eating, they're getting something healthy and helping rejuvenate them for the rest of their shopping trip.
Well, they need it to walk 25 miles.
Yeah, that's true. It's a long walk, so we got to give them healthy food to keep it going.
But so what brought, are you doing all the stores and all 400 being done, or just select?
Yeah, all stores went through this restaurant remodel. This year, it's all about food for us at Ikea, and next year as well. So we're really focused on food in the restaurants, food in the Swedish food market, as well as kitchens and cooking and eating. And really, that's the place that families gathers in their homes and eating and around food, and we're about that this year.
Well, I need to ask too, I forgot, how many employees does IKEA have here?
We have 250.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I know we were thrilled when IKEA decided to come here. They were looking for a spot in Chicago. It wasn't working out, so they said look out in Bolingbrook, and well, the rest of it's history. But you talk about the menu. What time is the restaurant? What times do the restaurants open?
So we open at 9:30 Monday through Friday. On Saturday we open at 9, and then we close at 8:30 every day. So we're open all day long.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yep.
You've run some specials on breakfast. Do you want to?
Yeah, we have a 99-cent breakfast, which is fantastic, and it's a good Swedish-American breakfast with great items: eggs, sausage, pancakes, whatever you'd like.
How about lunch? Anything?
Yeah, obviously our meatball options. We now have a meatball, a chicken ball, and then the veggie ball that I spoke about before. And that's great for dinner too. We have some great salmon dishes for dinner as well.
Hey, anything else you'd like to add?
No, I mean, I'm just glad you guys were able to come out and celebrate this moment with us. We're really excited, and we're glad we're able to inspire our customers and the community here in Bolingbrook.
You smile all the time?
All the time. Just when you're around, actually.
Good one, good one. Well, you want to introduce some staff, key staff people here? I know you got a lot of them behind us here, but like the restaurant manager?
Yeah, this is Nikki Merrill. She's our new IKEA food manager. She just moved here from California, from the Bay Area, to manage our restaurant, so we're excited to have her. We have Meredith Keller, who is our local marketing specialist. She actually works in both stores, both Schaumburg and Bolingbrook, so we get to share her, which is fantastic. So yeah, and we have Tanner, who's one of the team leads in the restaurant, and Chris as well, who's the other holding there. So we're really excited to have you guys out here.
Well, Chris brought me some meatballs earlier, so I really appreciate that. And you, the marketing people, do a great job at holding ribbons, don't they?
Thank you.
Anyway, we're going to have a little ribbon cutting here. Now, I'd like to tell you these are blue for IKEA.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, I had an opportunity to go to China with a delegation, and we traveled throughout the country. But as we were driving through Beijing down one of the expressways, what a treat it was to look up and we saw this big blue and yellow building, the IKEA building. I mean, it really was. It was kind of like a piece of Bolingbrook was there or whatever, but it brought home just how large IKEA is. People, and the original, not invented, but started IKEA. Didn't he sell things like door-to-door on a bicycle?
Yeah, he sold matchbooks and small things just on a bicycle, had a little hut in front of his house, and then that kind of grew to furniture, and then he had the idea of breaking the furniture down to be able to get it to people's homes quicker, and over the last 50 years, he's really been able to go from nothing to this amazing company.
What was his name?
Ingvar Kamprad.
And IKEA stands for?
Oh my gosh. Ingvar Kamprad, and then the last two letters are
The province. And
the province and like the state, basically, in Sweden.
A little bit of trivia there you could drop in the next cocktail
I
party.
don't want to butcher the Swedish translation.
Well, actually, our other big retailer across the street is Bass Pro, and this gentleman that started that, Johnny Majors, actually started much the same way, selling tackle and worms and so forth. And of course, he grew it into Bass Pro.
That's fantastic.
So, great Americans, great. So here we are. Got a lot of people from IKEA here, so we need some help. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Tanner, thank you.